So we did a video earlier of how to make just a little temporary chicken house, a little chicken coop for your baby chicks. So when they get bigger, you're gonna need a permanent house. And here's a good idea. We got this. It's like a used kids playhouse, and it's all taken apart right now. We're gonna assemble it outside after we're done putting this wire on it. And so what you're gonna need is you're gonna need the playhouse if you have one. If not, you can go get one. We got our used on the app called OfferUp for $50. And then you're gonna need some washers, and you're gonna need some Phillips screws. And here's some daddy. He's always helping. These are called whisk snips. They cut this wire so easy because you're gonna want to shape it. So what I do is I'm gonna press it. I shaped it already and I cut it out. This fits the window. And now I'm gonna go ahead and drill about 3 screws on each side, going across the tops and the bottoms. So we'll keep going and showing you everything as it's finished. Okay, so I just completed this side. This is this is how it's looking. Super strong. I don't think any animal is gonna get through that. So don't gotta worry about this. And at the very end, after we're all done assembling the 4 pieces, before we put the roof, we're gonna flip the entire thing over, and we're gonna put the chicken wire as a base on the ground, so no animal can dig a hole under to get to your chickens. Because you gotta worry about rats, raccoons, coyotes, and it's just a dangerous life out there for the little guys. This is how it's looking on the inside. Now we gotta bring in another part and get more wire and nails and washers. Okay, so here's the other side of that little toy house. Time to put some wire. I cut it to fit. And time to put the nails with the washers. You need the washers because the nails are so tiny it will just slip right through the squares. That's why you need the washers to keep the nails on. The size of the chicken wire that I used, I needed 2 rolls of this one, the 1/2 inch, let's see, the length, it's 2 feet by 5 feet. I needed 2 of these so far. This will be for the floor, the 2 feet by 25 feet. Okay, we got 2 windows done, 2 more windows done, and just 2 more to go, and then we get to start to put the flooring. Okay, so this is all done. And if you have any curved areas like this, all you gotta do is cut off some excess or use some of the excess that you already had to fit the shape. Will be the door. So I want the whole entire door to open up. So I'm gonna attach the wire to here, to the bottom, to tap it a little fence, and it's gonna go curve around. This way you can open and close it. And then we have the hot glue gun ready, and we're gonna put fabric around the edges so you don't get cut by accident if you go inside to see the chickens and collect the eggs. Okay, everybody, the door doesn't look too pretty, but this is the safest way we had our supplies to make a door. We took a piece of plywood to make it more sturdy, to extend that bottom fence up so you can open and close the door and it's not just a little wiry thing. And you can open and close it pretty good. And then we left some nails hanging out because we're going to use a wire to close it up at nighttime when we don't want any animals or we're not in there anymore. So we're going to just use some of the wire that you already got that came with the chicken wire. And just loop it around once and all around so the door will stay shut. So you don't gotta, because at nighttime you gotta worry about a lot of animals trying to come eat your chickens. And that should be it. Now we're gonna go assemble this and we're gonna flip it upside down to add the floor. If you're a little too long like ours and you have some nails sticking out, you could take some hot glue on the tips to make it soft in case your chicken happens to get there somehow and they don't get cut. Hey everybody, guess what? This is all done. We reinforced some of the sides after you flip this over because you're going to see sometimes the plastic can separate. So that's been reinforced. We flipped it over. It was really secure. And now it's time to put the wire for the floor. And then we'll flip it over for the roof.
Do you want to see my chicken?
That's our old house, so now you're going to get an upgrade. Because this house is so weak. We have coyotes that came and already killed some of our other chickens. So that's why we're giving them a more secure house and thicker material, stronger.
There's a fox that keeps coming over, and the raccoon.
Okay, everybody, so everything's been nailed down really good. There's no loose spots. And we wanted to leave an excess out, and we want to leave it pointy. This way, if any wild animal tries to approach this to get in there, they'll think twice before they get in there because it's pretty sharp. And then, do I really want to go get those chickens? And now we have our extra wire that was wound up around this chicken wire. We're gonna weave these two together, these two ends together. And if you get the thicker roll that I suggested earlier, you'll have extra left over. See, there's an extra. So maybe just 3 packages of the other one would do. Okay, so now we're gonna weave these 2 fences together here with some wire. Buddy, the chicken house is complete. The girls were just in there playing with the little chickens. And let's open the door and see how it is in there. Oh, look at that. The chickens are having a great time. And you can take a crate or some kind of box for them to lay their eggs with their hay. This is the water dish there. You can take a really big jug of water or juice and then cut a hole like that. Or pop it with a brick. It makes a really good water dish. They have a lot of space and they're protected. And tomorrow we'll buy hay to cover the floor so that the wire doesn't hurt their feet at all. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Oh yes, I forgot to mention one last little thing. Remember the nails were sticking out behind this wood? It wasn't very safe, so we just nailed this old big plant pot. It's like a big something for plants. We just nailed that, so now and the points of the nails are behind that, so you won't get cut. Okay. So the only thing about this house you have to worry about modifying mostly is the door, because the door is like a oval shape on the top there. It's a curve, so there may be some rough edges, so you gotta be careful not to touch the door too much when you go in and out.